Oke, selamat datang kembali di channel live stream kleponkliwonyt. Hari ini full story ya, guys. Kita akan 3 jaman kayak. Berdasarkan pengalaman aku seingat aku story dulu. Di dulu pertama ya sama racing. Ini dulu deh. Kan ini dulu.
Quit following me. Solidify.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Dare to mess with me? Truth repeats itself.
Behold. Cry louder. Gather.
Let's light it up.
The wind rises. Search for it. Behold! Too slow. Stabilize!
Going in. Too late for regrets. Have fun with this gift.
The wind rises. You Dare to gaze upon me? Solidify!
And just wow.
Gather!
Everybody stand back! Let's light it! We'll see about that! Gears of the storm!
Behold! This is order. Stabilize. Squall and Fury.
The hubungan. Nice, masuk hit rate. Done. There you go. Ya nggak dapet. Tinggal langsung gak.
Search for it.
Oops.
following me. Too slow.
Oh,
I'm going in! Let's light it up! Have fun with this gift!
Wretched vermin!
Too late for regrets!
The wind rises. Quick. Too slow. Squall and fury.
jauh banget.
The wind rises.
Teamwork is dream!
Behold!
Ha!
The wind rises.
Add Astro. Thank you for.
I'll scout ahead.
Oke, aku mau buka. Mencari dokter. Ih, ada Kiki, cuy.
What's your name, buddy? Are you here to buy some medicine? Where are your mom and dad?
Are you lost?
No, I'm not. My name's Ayu, and I'm here
Oh,
because
Ayu. Ayu tapi cowok.
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gui. What's going on?
Kuy.
Hi, Traveler and Paimon.
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost. I think he must be new to the city.
no, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost. It's my dad.
Your dad? How does a fully grown man manage to get lost and leave?
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful. In the past, he was just a little slow to react sometimes. But I'm worried that it's getting more serious.
So, what about your mom?
Oke, kita udah tanya ayah. Sekarang nanya nyokapnya.
She went out a few days ago to gather some herbs for my dad, but she still hasn't come back.
Ayo. Oh,
Meanwhile,
nyokap.
my dad's been getting worse and worse.
Nyokapnya masih hilang.
I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs a clinic in Chingsa Village during the Lantern Ride. So I thought, why don't I take Dad to Liyue Harbor to see him there?
Ah, iya.
When we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millith guards for directions to the pharmacy. And then, when I turned back around, my dad was gone.
Iya, di dalam lautan
I
manusia.
asked the Millith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to send that many people. So then I figured, maybe I can ask some other people in the city to help.
Aku juga sedang kehilangan saudara perempuanku. Nggak tahu
You came
kemana.
to the right place. We're pros at finding people. Isn't that right, traveler?
Menggampangkannya.
Changshan can help. She has a good sense of smell, like a dog. Hey, who's talking about me
Ya,
behind my back?
datang-datang.
Chengsheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment. There's no need to be upset. Hello, child. You mentioned that you were looking for the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Wis.
How might we be of service?
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baizhu?
Ih,
Uncle Baizhu.
Chengsheng, now's not the time. My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition? As much as you can recall.
Yes, Dr. Baizhu.
I see. And your family lives near Chingsa Village, you say? I visit patients there frequently, but I don't recall ever seeing you or your parents.
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people, especially during Lantern Ride. She always tells me to just stay at home and keep my dad company.
Is that so?
para sosial kah?
Ayu, by any chance, is your mother's name Jiangli?
Whoa, yeah, it is. Do you know my mom, Dr. Baizhu?
I certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any pressing matters in the pharmacy at the moment? Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine, so I would very much like to assist with the search. Would the two of you have time to join me?
Don't forget us two. We already told Ayu that we'd help.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful. We are most grateful for your support.
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the shop front first, but once that's taken care of, we'll be right out to help you with the search.
Family is very important.
Thank you. Then I'll leave you to handle the pharmacy. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you come with me and Ayu? Let's start by talking to the Millilith guards at the city gates, see if they have an update.
His family. We have to find them.
Can you believe that little boy brought his father all this way to see the doctor? Oh, what a remarkable child. I didn't even know how to buy medicine by myself when I was his age.
Di sana. Bagus. Oh, ini aja.
My mind is completely blank. I need...
Oh.
They searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about
Of
my dad yet?
course.
Ah, hey there, buddy. Dr. Baizhu. What brings you out this way?
Taishun.
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search. Any new developments?
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower. As for updates,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that we've searched the surrounding area thoroughly, but didn't find anything.
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe he was heading towards the Guili Plains. But it is possible that he was bound for Luhua Pool.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
You will? Oh, great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
Yeah.
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
Ente. Nice try. Chile.
We'll update our superiors on the situation and see if they can assign anyone else to help.
Taishun.
I'm afraid we have to stay at our posts, so we won't be able to join you in the search.
Yeah.
Dad! Dad, can you hear me?
Papa. Oh, itu ada orang. Lihat pemandangan sih.
Look, there's somebody over there.
Udah bisa ke sana.
It's... Hey, you! Stop!
Hey you.
There!
Ini kayak orang linglung beneran aja.
Going! Dear customer, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't face the inevitable. Are you all right? Huh?
Dad!
Bis.
Hey, Hotel! My, who do we have here? It's the Traveler in Paimon, and
Eh.
my worst nightmare. I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Director Who, for
Dad, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Ayu.
Iya, linglungnya orang.
Are you? Who am
Yeah.
I?
Your name is Xiao Liang, and you live just west of Qingsa village. You were supposed to come to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. Remember? Does that jog your memory?
Iya nih, penyakit macam apa yang buat dia jadi zombie dan berjalan sendiri, Ju?
Oh, my name is Jia Liang. Liyue Harbor. See the
My
doctor?
was nightmare.
Yes, I'm Jia Liang, and I need to see the doctor. Wait.
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away. Sorry, Hotel. Gotta dash. Dinner's on us next time. Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this state, are you? Huh? Why not? What's the problem? Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Didn't your master teach you how to spot the signs? Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away, but you're planning to use it for your own ends? Use what? What are you talking about? Paimon's lost.
There are traces of god remains in Jialiang's system.
Oh, yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable. Paimon, sorry, what?
Paimon, sorry, what?
God remains?
There's no need to worry, Director Hu. I have methods of keeping them at bay. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there in front of me? Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time to treat him?
Now you're bringing my great uncle into this? Baizhu, just what are you planning this time?
Merely to cure this man, nothing more. But of course, if you have any doubt as to my intentions, you are more than welcome to accompany me to Boo Boo Pharmacy and monitor my activities.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today.
Di pharmacy
Okay,
sini.
deal. We're not gonna solve anything by keeping Jialiang here. I'm happy to do it your way, but only for my great uncle's sake and the travelers, of course.
Kenapa sih jadi di?
You must be pleased you brought the traveler along. Otherwise, this would have been a much more vexing ordeal.
Gila.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's get ourselves back to Boo Boo Pharmacy at once.
Out of nowhere. Ruang belakang.
Blockages within the cardiovascular system, reduced blood flow and energy circulation? I see. I suppose this must have caused the cognitive abnormalities.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad is it? Can you cure him?
Don't you worry. Baizhu's a really great doctor. He's sure to find a way. Isn't that right, Baizhu?
Ya pakai nanya.
Bayu, do you know when your father first started displaying these symptoms?
Profiling dulu.
I'm not sure. He's been like this for as long as I can remember. But it wasn't as bad as this when I was still little.
So it's been a long time indeed. No, I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight. Come and see me again tomorrow morning. I promise that by then, Ayu will find his father healthy and lucid again.
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you so much.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Hu, please feel free to hang around for as long as you wish.
Kayaknya berdua ada masalah apa ya?
However, it would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distractions heighten the risk of
It was nice, yeah.
complications. Yes, of course, absolutely. I'll just go and look at the flowers or something. But I will be back in an instant at the first sign that something's See you tomorrow, Baizhu and Chang.
Bye for now, everyone.
Hehehe.
Are you ready, Baizhu?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let's get started.
Hehehe.
All's well that ends well, huh? You know, Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baizhu mention those people from his past. What do you think they were like? Yeah, you must be curious too, right? Let's go see what we can find out while Baizhu's busy treating Ayu's dad.
Cari info. Ini ada Ayu.
Mr. Quay, I want to go to the Adventurers Guild and get them to help look for my mom. Should I take anything with me?
Oh, sekarang nyari ibu dulu. Gila, masalah anak kecilnya banyak juga ya. Bapaknya sakit, abis itu ya hilang.
Well, you need enough cash to pay their fees, and there'll be some paperwork to fill out. I can come with you if you like.
Wow, these two are hard at work. We probably shouldn't disturb them.
Ada hutang.
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docs doing surgery. Hello, you busy bees, and what do you have to discuss with the funeral director today?
Benernya?
Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess. From the looks on your faces, you've got some questions for me. Guilty as charged. So, we were just a little curious about Baizhu's master. What was he like? Oh, and also, how come you and Baizhu could tell so quickly that Jia Liang had god remains in his system? Huh? I thought I told you once before. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath of gods defeated in war. Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up, so our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border between life and death. These days, we don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but all the relevant know-how is still passed down to each generation, so we can identify gods' remains when we see them. Okay, Paimon gets it now. Wait, so how did Baizhu learn to spot them? Almost certainly from his master, who was also my great-uncle. Baizhu's master was my grandpa's younger brother, a former deputy director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Wow, fancy that! Huh. So, if he was from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, how did he end up as Baizhu's master? According to my grandpa, he and my great-uncle once went traveling together when they were young. They ended up at Chenyu Vale, where they met a pharmacist. That pharmacist must have cast some sort of spell on my great-uncle, because after that encounter, he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business and go practice medicine instead. My grandpa had a huge argument with him, but he couldn't convince him to stay. So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to practice medicine. They never spoke to each other again.
Pindah ke Palu sama apa? Dokter ditegang.
Funeral director to doctor is a pretty big career change. Kinda hard to imagine. But why did it drive a wedge between them for the rest of their lives? That seems a bit extreme. If he had just become a regular doctor, there would have been no issue. After all, the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor wasn't unlike a regular doctor's clinic in the early days. But according to my grandpa, the pharmacist they met had a very ominous aura about him.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition goes against the natural order of things. In what way? Don't know. My grandpa didn't know the specifics. And you've seen how wary Baizhu is around me. He'd never tell me anything. But even that says to me that he definitely has something to hide. One thing I do know about Baizhu is that he's obsessed with the idea of immortality. But whether that has anything to do with what he's hiding is hard to say. Anyway, so I will be sticking around here for now to keep a close eye on the situation. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally figure out what he's up to. After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers. Never mind. We'll just have to ask Baizhu himself all this tomorrow.
Oh, while you're here, have either of you seen Chi-Chi around?
Tanya aja.
It's not every day I get to infiltrate Baiju's lair, but alas, I didn't catch a single glimpse of her anywhere.
Lagi dilindungi dia tuh.
Huh. What if Baizhu knew I'd be on the lookout for her and hid her away in advance?
Tuh. Wow. Presiden saya lagi obat nggak boleh masuk. Oke, tunggu aja.
It's a new day! Let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jialiang is doing.
Ada
Dad!
di
Oh, are you?
Dad, you remember me!
Yes, I remember now. Oh, I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick. Has your mom shown up yet? She's been gone for a while, hasn't she?
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baiju's gonna help too. Right now, all you need to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baizhu.
My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my late master's dying wish. If anything, I should be apologizing to you for not making the time to visit in all these years.
Not at all, Dr. Baizhu. It's only because Jiang Li... What was her reason again?
You're still in the early stages of recovery, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Take it slowly and try not to overexert yourself.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest for at least the next few days.
Director Hu, do you have any further reservations about Jia Liang's condition?
Adanya intimidasi sekali.
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. You really did manage to suppress it, huh? But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. If that gives you any cause for concern, you may continue to monitor Jia Liang for as long as
Rahasia
you wish.
perusahaan.
Though I regret to say that Boo Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor for any revenue lost in the meantime.
Bener ya. Sedang siap membuka celah perang.
Oh, come on, Baizhu. I'm not that unreasonable.
Ya. Ush. Yang salah.
I've been stuck indoors for too long. Baizhu, take me outside for some air, or I'm going to suffocate.
Yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Chiangsheng and myself for a moment.
Oh, nyakap ya. Sudah. Wah.
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my quick thinking, they'd have all seen the sorry state you're in by now.
Tadi datangin gak nih?
But in any case, must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person you trust.
Hehe, jatah nggak satu orang ini.
Who's there?
Ah!
Aku.
Why did you follow us here? Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face?
Orang kepercayaanmu dari depanmu nih.
Traveler, Paimon, the truth is, Baizhu did not cure Jialiang's illness. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system. Baizhu, can you please explain all of this?
Kebiasaan travel tuh kepo ya.
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Changsheng. Every successor to this contract is able to use Changsheng's secret art to treat patients. I believe the irregularities with Jialiang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient.
Oh ya.
The poison has not been purged from Jialiang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Changsheng as the delivery medium. This will suppress the poison's effects for a limited time.
Changsheng? You can do that? Huh. I always thought you were just Baiju's strange choice of a necklace.
Memang payung.
Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti back in Chenyu Vale. If anything, he is my mannequin. I was treating patients with Baiju's master's master long before he ever set eyes on his first medical. Whoa. Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
Please, that's enough.
Ini aja. Gak usah pakai nanya lah. Kamu jadi makin
Wait
kusar.
a sec. Hutel was saying that the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods. So, when you transfer your life force,
Oh,
does
ekstrim
that mean
juga
you're
ya.
actually damaging your own body?
Hardly. Changsheng helps to keep my chi in balance, so there is no great harm done.
Still, Baiju's life force is not unlimited. We must find a way to neutralize the poison in Jialiang's body, and soon. Traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand? He needs someone checking up on him, or he'll exhaust himself trying to accomplish everything.
Ya.
Baizhu, don't you think you should seize this opportunity? You cannot expect to hide this from everyone for your entire life. Time will see that all secrets surface eventually.
Entire life. Thank you, Traveler and Paimon.
Huh. Paimon doesn't think we've seen this side of you. But there's no need to thank us. You've helped us out before.
Halo. Welcome back.
The poison in Jialiang's system must have accumulated over a prolonged period. I think I should pay a visit to their family home and look for clues as to how he might have been exposed to it. Yes, I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. He told me that his family lives in a secluded spot to the west of Chingsa village.
Oh, tumben siang. Aku bangunnya siang soalnya. Padahal emang niatnya bangun pagi ya. Tapi emang karena ya apa ya? Atau tidur malam atau malam. Dua tuh sebelum bobo kan apa? Ya ini ya main HP, which is apa? Itu bukan kebiasaan yang baik juga. Jadi gitu. Oh, dan tadi juga ada acara juga sih sebenarnya pagi tadi. Jadi ya itu.
Let's head there together once I've asked Gui and Chi-Chi to look after the pharmacy. As well as investigating Jia Liang's exposure to the poison, we should also keep an eye out for Ayu's missing mother, my fellow disciple Jiang Li.
Oh. Tiga dua giga. Aku udah sih udah ke download. Tuh makan gede sih tuh kayak. Kiki nih.
She's finally gone. She's gone for good now, right?
Dia nanya tahu.
Are you heading out now, Dr. Baizhu?
Oh, ada hidden dialog.
Yes. While I'm gone, I leave Boo Boo Pharmacy in your and Chi-Chi's
Oh, iya,
hands.
Temanku juga ada yang ngasih screenshot HP 10 GB. Habis emang. Tapi nggak kaget sih ya, engine baru gitu emang. Ini nggak di masa depan masih main nggak?
Rest assured, the moment anything comes
Bengkak
up that you
eh.
should know about, I'll inform you immediately.
Bengkak sore. Ya itu. Ini masih ada ini.
Your mother's been missing for days now. But here I am, sitting here and doing nothing.
Don't think about that, Dad. Just concentrate on getting better. It's been years since we were last able to talk to each other.
So it has. In the blink of an eye, you're already
Wah.
sobering up.
Oke. Menemu siapa? Wah, banyak itu sih, banyak banget sih, aman banget. SDG 7 skin 2. Wah, itu sih aman banget sih. Rumah rahasia di belakang TV.
Whoa! There's a house all the way out here? Huh. It's so well hidden, Paimon's never noticed
So
it
he
before.
Nor have I. And I've hosted clinics at Qingsa Village many times in the past. If you ask me, Jiang Li was trying to remain unnoticed.
Wifi ya. Yang penting kelar sih, alhamdulillah ya. Oh enggak ya, minta ini deh. Tolong tetangga.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get here. Could you tell us more about Jiang Li? You said she was your fellow disciple,
Oh,
right?
oh, iya. Maafnya aja.
She was indeed. We studied medicine together under the same master near Chenyu Vale. She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me. As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather short.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided to settle down with him. That must have been Jialiang.
Bukan cahaya bubble. Ini aja. Gini aja, Bobo tuh ya ketuk pintu, mangga nongol, terus takon, tanya, bang, passwordnya wifi mu apa? Terus dikasih, ya udah.
Wait, Changxiang, are you saying neither of you had actually met Jialiang or Ayu before all of this?
Jiang Li did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our master, but for whatever reason, she hardly ever talked about her family. The last time she visited us, she and Master had some sort of quarrel. We never heard from her after that. It almost seemed as if she'd gone into hiding.
Quarrel? What happened? I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
Nor did Master ever explain it to me. All he would say is that should I ever encounter Jiang Li or her family in the future, I should do everything in my power to help them.
Oh, so that's why you went to such extreme lengths to help Jialiang.
No. Even if my master had never said anything, it would still be my duty as a doctor to help him. My decision would have remained the same.
Paimon never knew you were so selfless, Baizhu. Paimon always had you down as the sneaky, scheming type. Sorry.
So a few words from me is enough to dispel all your suspicions? You ought not be quite so quick to relax your guard, Paimon. Sometimes even the good guys have their own private agenda.
What the? Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now. Jiang Li has lived in this house for many years. There must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation. Let's split up. But if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
How time flies. Jiang Li's had a son, and he's all grown up.
I wonder if Jiang Li's changed at all after all these years.
Yuk, bilang aja dia matiin ya. Golok. Dua. Ya lu bayangin hidup sendiri jauh dari tetangga, nggak pernah dilihat. Ya itu tuh.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick! What is this?
Changsheng and I found a hidden compartment. This is what was hidden inside.
Huh. You sense it too? You're right. Is it? Breathing? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
No, your eyes do not deceive you. I do believe the poison in this bottle is alive. Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. I read about this once in the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases. This ancient class of poisons consists of mother and minor loads, capable of sustaining a connection over vast distances. If it's a concoction of this kind we're dealing with, then both the poison in Jialiang's system and this one here are likely minor loads. Offshoots, essentially.
Offshoots? So, the main body is somewhere else?
Wow.
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison can manipulate the source to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior and even cognition. Similarly, the poisoned individual will hear, to a varying extent, the call of the source.
The call of the... Wait. So, back when Jialiang ran off, maybe that explains where he was heading!
Only one thing could have been drawing him there. The source of the god remains used as the poison's key ingredient, the mother lode.
This is getting crazier and crazier. What kind of person would do all this just to poison Jialiang? Hey, why has everyone gone quiet all of a sudden? Since this poison was carefully hidden away in a secret compartment, the one who concocted it is likely a resident of the house. You mean Jialiang? Why would he poison himself? Think a little harder, Paimon. Someone else who lives here, and who might have expertise in crafting drugs.
Oh, kayak.
Huh? So you're saying it was Jiang Li? Wait, but that doesn't make any sense either. Why would she poison her own husband?
I agree. It makes little sense. Jiang Li does not strike me as the kind of person who would do such a thing.
Look at the facts, though. How many people in the entirety of Liyue have the ability to concoct a poison from god remains?
It's too early to draw any conclusions. We should question Jialiang about it once he has made more progress in his recovery. Yes. According to the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases, the minor loads will disappear if the mother lode is purged. So if we can find and destroy the source of these god remains, the poison will leave Jialiang's system without the need for any further treatment. Do you know anything about god remains in Qingsa village?
Maaf, ngajeng bagus. No.
Even the history books have no record of this. The only ones who'll know anything are those old fogies who have been hanging around here since the beginning of time. Didn't you used to be on good terms with the Adepti, though? You sure they didn't tell you anything about this? Well,
Anu.
Changsheng's memories and powers are not what they were in her prime. These days, she has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just to sustain her own life. I fear that such ancient events are long gone from her memory.
Whoa, what? Enter a contract? Share life force? Sounds like some pretty spooky sorcery if you ask Paimon. Hey, plenty of people would jump at the chance to join forces with a powerful being like me. With my assistance in rebalancing your chi, not only can you extend your lifespan, but you will also be stronger, healthier, and able to eat whatever you like with no risk of upsetting your stronger and healthier? Wow, that's amazing! Baizhu, maybe when you retire, you can let Paimon sign a contract with Changsheng for a few days.
Bolam. Dia
Unfortunately,
apa aja dia.
Changsheng's contract has strict requirements regarding the host's temperament. None of her hosts have ever been exempted from these rules. I fear that I will be unable to accommodate your wishes, Paimon.
Temperament? Hey! What are you trying to say? Did you just suddenly insult Paimon to her face?
Baizhu biasanya tidak salah. Bukannya gurunya gitu.
Paimon's mad! You're getting ugly nicknames, both of them! Mannequin Man! Changsheng, you're just a pain in the neck!
Gitu banget.
This is exactly why your natural temperament makes you woefully unsuited to being my host.
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the matter at hand. Is there any way at all for us to seek counsel from the Adepti about this?
With how antisocial they are, if it were up to them, they'd go their whole lives without showing their faces to the common folk.
Ada satu sebenarnya terpanggil.
What?
Seems you're as well connected as they say, traveler. We are truly fortunate to have you on our side.
Koneksi nomor 1
Oh, if you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do the honors.
Ya. Siap. Hehehe.
Called?
Gets Paimon every time. Are all Adepti in the habit of materializing out of thin air like this?
Well, this is unexpected.
Huh? It's you.
Oh. Dia terkejut gitu kayak.
Baizhu of Bubu Pharmacy. I do believe I've had the pleasure before. The Lantern Rite, when we met briefly, I was unaware of your true identity. I must apologize for the discourtesy.
Huh? You two already know each other?
Our paths have crossed once before. I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me? So someone has been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their own safety. It is lamentable. I now know what you seek. It is true that a god's remains are buried beneath the foundations of Qingce village. A vile monster known as the Che once wrought havoc over this land, before it was subdued by Rex Lapis. The land was finally cleansed of poison when Rex Lapis used statues in his likeness to seal the serpent's remains. Qingce village was founded some time after that. The seal is still mostly intact. If the Che is the source, then it must be some of its blood leaking from deep underground. However, its aura is faint and barely detectable. You will need to investigate further to identify the location of the leak. I do not like to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary. But when demonic forces are involved, things can spiral out of control. If that happens, be sure to call my name again. Nothing. I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but Immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
I shall treasure your words of instruction, Master Adeptus.
Farewell.
Ding. Doang.
What a strange Adeptus. Rather different from the way I remember them. That's Shell for ya! And thanks to him, we finally got some concrete info to go off of.
If the god remains are leaking from underground, Jiangli must be paying a visit to a subterranean cave on her herb-gathering trips. If we can find the cave...
Master! Master, there's a problem.
Gwei? Did you run all the way from the pharmacy?
What happened? Don't panic. Just catch your breath and tell me everything.
It's Jiaoyang.
Waduh.
He was fine one minute, and then he suddenly took a turn for the worse.
Already? How? Based on past experience, he should have been fine for the next 3 days at least.
It seems that my worst fears have been confirmed. Everyone, back to Boo Boo Pharmacy now.
Let's go, lari.
I keep watch. You leave, you call me. I smell rabbit.
Not now.
Hihi.
Dad, what's wrong? Dad?
Hihi. The Kiki.
Don't be scared. Dr. Baizhu will be back soon.
How is he doing?
Dr. Baizhu, you're back! My dad was doing fine earlier,
Wah,
but then he suddenly started coughing up blood. Now he can't even get a full word out anymore.
What?
When Gwei left, he was still conscious, but no.
Gui, please take Jialiang to the back room and prepare for treatment.
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu. I will cure your father.
Baizhu's not gonna use Changsheng's secret art again, is he? Is there really no other way to save Jialiang?
Iya, Jackie.
Oh, please don't worry. Dr. Baizhu will find a way. But...
Oh,
My guiding stars!
Dr. Baizhu is still treating the patient. Please do not...
so ngapain? Penunggu.
How did I do that?
Oh, sakit saya rembug.
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting anywhere? You're not gonna suddenly collapse again.
Much better, Ayu. I'm feeling much better. In fact, I can't explain it, but somehow I feel even better than usual. Wait, where's Dr. Baizhu? I still haven't had a chance to thank him.
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
Oh, really? Well, he must be tired from treating me for 2 nights. I don't know how I can begin to repay him for saving my life. I'll have to discuss it properly with Jiang Li once we find her. Speaking of which, has there been any word of her whereabouts yet?
No, the Adventurers Guild hasn't gotten back to me yet. I'll go check with them again in a bit.
I'll come with...
Oh, maksa dia.
Don't forget what Master said. You're still not out of the woods yet, Jialiang. I strongly suggest that you stay and rest at Boo Boo Pharmacy for now. I can accompany Ayu to the Adventures Guild.
I suppose you're right. I'll have to rely on you this time. Though, on the bright side, this means I can thank Dr. Baizhu in person once he's finished
Traveler? Baizhu hasn't shown his face ever since he went in to treat Jialiang again.
Oh,
Do you think he...
Jaing.
Huh? Hey, wait up!
Mau mati dia anjir.
You're finally awake? That was far too risky. Even with me here to help you balance your...
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any case, it was not completely without benefit to myself. I managed to learn something. Jiang Li's design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas, if only there wasn't a catch.
So, how much longer do you think Baizhu's gonna nap for? They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep. Shall we at least go and show our face?
All right.
Nih.
Surely he hasn't. There's no way he could have just... Who's talking behind our backs again?
Mepet.
Ah! Baizhu! Changsheng!
Of course. There's no need to be concerned. I merely had to transfer a rather large amount of life force on this occasion. But with Changsheng's help, I will recover in time.
Jialiang seemed fine yesterday. Why did he need more life-saving treatment again?
I made an error in my initial diagnosis. Jialiang is in fact suffering from more than one ailment, and as a result, his life force depleted at a greater rate than I had anticipated.
What? You mean, even if you got all the poison out of him, he'd still be sick?
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is being used to manage his underlying medical condition. Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and ongoing treatment is essential to maintaining healthy functioning of his heart meridian. Left untreated,
Just request-nya
it
Baizhu
puts the
tuh
patient at risk of
mau
coughing,
encourage
blood,
kamu
and
untuk
fainting,
menjadi dokter.
and in the longer term, causes irreversible damage to the internal organs. Though it was created from God remains, this formula is not a poison in Jialiang's case. Rather, it's his medication.
Had he not taken it all these years, he likely would have died a long time ago.
Makanya jelly baru.
Still, using poison to treat a disease is hardly a viable long-term solution. Moreover, the longer he relied upon this medicine, the more resistant his body became to it. Jiangli had to concoct ever greater quantities to ensure its continued efficacy, or he could have still perished at any...
That explains why Ayu said his dad has been getting worse, and why his mom went off to gather herbs.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around, because humans have no natural defense against them. I shudder to think how many times Jiangli has exposed herself to them. I fear that the situation is just as that Adeptus described. In an effort to save Jialiang's life, Jiangli has abandoned all regard for her own safety.
I never suspected that even Jiang Li would turn to the same path as so many others over the years. Perhaps this is the inevitable course of fate. To sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond human means in order to do the impossible, whatever the cost may be.
Well, I think that it's too early to say with any certainty what fate has in mind. In any case, I have stabilized Jialiang's condition for now, so our immediate priority should be to get ourselves back to Qingsa village and find out where Jiangli is. Her regular exposure to God remains over such a long period will have been catastrophic for her health. And given that she's already been missing for several days, I am fearing the worst.
Hey.
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
Ooh.
Ah! It's Jialiang! Don't tell Paimon you over...
Dr. Baizhu, please let me come with you. You've already done so much for my family. I can no longer just sit here and watch while you put yourself at risk for Jiangli's... After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm's way in the first place. I know I won't be of much help in battle, but at the very least, I can show you the way. I'm sure I'll be able to remember. I know there's a spot where she says goodbye to me every time she goes to gather her herbs.
Mau
I'm
maksa
sure
dia.
I'll remember. I have to remember.
Be careful. If you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress levels will rise, putting further pressure on your heart. For your own safety, you should stay here and rest.
No! We're out of time! We have to go now, before I forget everything again.
This trip will be extremely dangerous, and there is a very real possibility that you will not return from it. Are you sure you're prepared for that?
I never expected to live this long in the first place. My death is already long overdue. So why should I fear it? There's only one thing I fear now. And that's that I'll forget her again before we manage to find her.
Follow you.
Very well. Then follow me.
Hehe. Tricky.
Dr. Baizhu, are you heading out again?
Yes. This could be a long one. Could you please prepare a dose of the usual formula? Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen, and 1 dose each of the ingredients from the 3rd and 5th compartments of my medicine cabinet.
Wah,
I hope it works.
Dr. Baizhu, do you...
Hop to it now. And remember to be careful with the cauldron this time. You don't want to burn yourself again.
Okay.
ya. Looks bad. Oh, ini.
Everyone, please be careful.
Coba. Ish.
Oh, the weather's terrible. Shoot, if I can't see the sky tonight, I really can't put off my star mapping homework any longer. Not now. The night is cold.
That strange feeling it's just like the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me somewhere.
The Mother Lode's influence is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer to the source? Or because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe?
Sure.
Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's this way. Yes, I'm sure of it. I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way. This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
Haha, main ya. Aduh.
There is an inauspicious presence here. Even I can sense it.
I think I remember this place.
Jialiang, are you okay? Maybe you should rest here while we continue the search.
No, I have to keep going. Jiangli is still waiting for me. Then let's hurry.
Wih. Ada geonya. Itu aja dah.
Some in-the-field research?
This place gives Paimon the creeps. Who knows what we're gonna find up ahead? The digging marks here appear amateur and rather old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel. A thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors about treasure around these parts before.
Judging by the tools they left behind, it's certainly a possibility. But why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tools?
I remember now. She took me here once and told me that she'd found a way to save me in this cave. But she said that the method would cause me to, curses. Why can't I remember what she said?
Semakin keras untuk mengingat, semakin
Easy, Jialiang. Come on, let's keep going.
Easy.
Come into being!
Mind the side effects.
The doctor will see you now. Hey!
Hip. Salah.
Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster-repelling incense.
A monster repelling incense? Are you sure? Because we did run into that group of monsters just now.
The incense was burned several days ago. If I had to guess, the monsters we fought just now were enticed here by some entity deeper inside the cave. No doubt an encounter with the very same entity was what prompted the treasure hoarders to flee and abandon their designs on this cave. After them, Jiang Li was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside. But to her, it presented an opportunity to save Jia Liang's life, albeit as a last resort.
Yeah.
That's right. This sensor, it belongs to Jiangli. Yes, this was the place. This is where I told Jiangli to give me the poison.
Jialiang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. She is right below us, waiting for me.
Wah.
I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Cool.
Aha! We can keep going now.
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
Oh,
Paimon doesn't see any barrier-breaking mechanisms around here. There are tracks here, and it looks like they're connected to something. Shall we follow it and see where it takes us?
oof. Oh,
Burst forth!
A bitter pill to swallow.
yeah.
Taking a turn for the better.
Udah itu aja kayak. Oh, chest doang. Oh. Ini tukar sesuatu. Iya. Bawah ya. Ngerang lagi dia. Wih. Kita sampai di
Jungli!
Look out! There's
god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Running move.
Everybody stand back! This might hurt a little. The doctor will see you.
Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes first.
Commit it to memory.
Udah. Wih,
Dr. Baizhu, how serious is it?
wow, mati.
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Then, what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away! It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baizhu said? The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here. If the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect. And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition under control. So, if it stops working...
Oh,
Oh no. Are you saying...
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then your life will come to an end.
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life! After all that, we can't just give up on him! Baizhu, you're a great doctor! Surely you gotta know of some other way we can save him, right?
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiang Li, maybe if we put our heads together, we can think of something?
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness. Maybe...
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight. How long does Jiang have?
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days. But if I were to treat her using a secret art...
But what would be the... Dr. Baizhu, I'm all too aware of the dangers of god remains. You are not the first to mention it to me. If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiang Li have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, I would have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me. I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see how you grow up is already a great blessing from Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring Jiang Li back,
gila.
then even if I...
Nasib,
even if...
nasib NPC.
Jialiang...
After cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown
Cheating.
somewhat addicted to life. Traveler, Dr. Baizhu, could I have another meeting with
Gila.
my wife? I just want to have one
Nasib.
final moment together.
Aduh,
Just a
Nasib.
moment.
nasib
That's
NPC banget.
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness in this life.
Aduh.
Jialiang... Baizhu, Changsheng... Is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiang Li will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for less conventional methods, I have little expertise besides Changsheng's secret art.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Jiang Li would not have had to resort to unnatural methods. What a crazy situation! Jiang Li risked it all to save Jialiang's life, and now Jialiang has to sacrifice himself to save Jiang Li! What's the
Nasib
point of it all?
NPC banget.
I've seen many final farewells in my time, but I can never get used to it.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. Is it not a fitting end to die for a worthy cause? At least, that's what generations of masters before.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly sacrifice themselves for others, I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you gather herbs, it would be time for me to go. If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. And he even got the Adventurers Guild. So, I know that you'll both be okay without me. I've said my goodbyes. My time has come.
Dear.
Do what you must.
As you wish.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the
Yeah.
end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
Mahal.
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch Ayu grow up.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad. Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen to our family.
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live, the tighter we cling to what we... Oh, how I would love to hear
Udah mati.
your voice one last...
Baik.
Jialiang! 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 Jialiang!
Ih,
Dad, are you awake?
Jiangli, are you? Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
waduh.
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different in any way? If so, could you describe it to me in...
Dr. Baizhu, I thought that I was going...
Die? You did indeed. As things stand now, you're more akin to a zombie than a human.
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death. Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely.
Absen bang. Kelas. Apa kabar? Udah lama gak ketemu.
Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I am as interested as you to find out. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace.
Udah, saya
I
juga
hope
gue.
that Director Who finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
Enggak lah, aku baik juga kok.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jialiang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Hu's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off for Qingsa village?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Without Director Hu nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiangli in time.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once, but apparently not.
Director Hu told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing escapes Dr. Baizhu's attention.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of smell.
All I wanted was to help Jia Liang find his missing wife as soon as possible, so that he could be on his way to the afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes making the journey more difficult than it. Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind. I'll just have to put it down in the books as a deferred. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good!
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng funeral parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Is she finally... All's well that ends well. If you ask Paimon, we should probably do something to celebrate this hard-earned family reunion. At times like this, a grand celebratory feast is in order.
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Zhongli and Ayu around the dinner table.
Yay! Paimon can't wait! Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh ingredients. Let's go!
Wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu, thank you so much for everything you've done.
Don't mention it, Jiangli. I was just doing my duty.
Just your duty, huh? Baizhu, Changshang, would you mind if we took this
Wow.
Now that you are part zombie, there are some rules that you need to know.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
First, don't forget to stretch your body regularly. Second, don't forget...
Yes? Go on.
I forgot.
Gimana? Kok bisa?
Jialiang, Jialiang!
Anjir, pulang cuy.
Dad!
Didn't I... Huh?
Nggak boleh
How
teleport.
does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or...
Dr. Baizhu. I'm,
That's right. Of course, this is but a whether it will keep you alive, but however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Hu finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory...
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on...
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not... In the end, all I know is that if I'm presented, and even this would have...
Oops. And,
Without Director Hu nudging things in the right direction, we may...
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank.
Director Hu told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing escaped.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of...
All I wanted was to help Jialiang find his missing wife as soon as... Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known that...
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good!
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who... Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
All's well that ends well. If you ask Paimon, at times like this...
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked.
Yay! Paimon can't... Alright, first thing...
Bulan segar.
Oh, wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu,
Don't mention it.
just your duty, huh?
Ya udah, dengan ya yuk.
The doctor will see you now.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Oh, kita jalan.
Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Shenyu Vale. Changshang, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Baizhu.
Udah.
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the...
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life. I hope you're not too upset at me for copying your methods.
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, but I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding of it. Jialiang's still only been in your care for... Not just that. You even managed to improve upon the original formula. That cannot be explained by intellect alone. Baizhu, be honest with me. Did you try out some of the poison on yourself?
Huh. Told told you the truth would surface sooner or later.
Life Force isn't the only thing that Changsheng's contract lets you transfer between.
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides life force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins. When I treated Jia Liang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, but it also gave me an opportunity to study its properties. There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that the source has been destroyed, any remaining poison in me will have already dissipated.
But you took such a huge risk. If we hadn't destroyed the god's remains back there, then even you might... What am I saying? I'm in no position to criticize you for that. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old. And I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force. But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another. And then you tried the poison on yourself too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same. Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, having given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the cost? Maybe our fate is sealed the moment we decide to study medicine.
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell, can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Chenyu Vale believes in the same thing.
Hey, food's ready!
Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me a load of new recipes and said even Dad will be able to taste them. Come and try them out.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow down. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you.
Yeah.
Please don't forget that. Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you. They will all miss you dearly.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
I can only...
Baizhu, what did Jiangli mean by not around anymore? Are you gonna be okay? Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baizhu and Zhengli's master, has passed away at a young age. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said that the contract with you helps people live long.
It is a very long story.
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poison chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Ooh.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
Ooh.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, they are more seduced than the average person by the miracle of overturning the laws of life and death. Though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their nearest and dearest, they cannot help but reach beyond human means. They are like moths that throw themselves into the flame, seeking a glimmer of hope in a dark world filled with pain and suffering.
So, Baizhu, does that mean...
I suppose that would make me a moth that yearns for the light, but doesn't want to be burned to a crisp. Changsheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. It's just like we witnessed. Either Jia Liang feared for Jiang Li's life, or Jiang Li grieved over Jia Liang's sacrifice. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles. But I do not wish to join their ranks.
Huh? But didn't you already transfer a ton of diseases onto yourself?
What makes a poison, poison? And what makes a disease a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, it is no different from the way our ancestors tested the medicinal qualities of herbs by sampling each and every one. I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract. Nor do I wish for Cheng Sheng to perish from losing her host. This leaves only one solution, doesn't it? Precisely. I will be Cheng Sheng's final host, and the tradition of passing down the contract will end with me.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality. First you want to save others, then you want to save yourself. Now you even want to save me. You're getting greedy, Baizhu.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
Huh. For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Dr. Baizhu, Traveler, what are you still chatting about? The food's about to get cold.
We also have coconut milk for Cheng Sheng and Paimon.
Penampilan ku santun.
Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after.
Bye.
I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her body and mind.
True. And yet, although we call them simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
Selesai. Ketinggalan satu punchline.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Cheng Sheng to transfer many diseases, and are all disciples of Zhenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, haven't given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life?
Ya, tinggal Yoimiya. Cek dulu gua. Aja ya. Cek. Yuk lanjut, langsung aja ke Yoimiya. Manggil bintang jatuh. Penuh romantika, waduh. Ganti formasi tim. Mana Benedict?
Time to get down to business.
Shush.
Have you packed all your things? Make sure you brought the onigiri and rice cakes your mother prepared.
Onigiri.
Don't worry, I have them all. They're going to last me days. Take care of yourselves while I'm out. And make sure you remind Mom to take her medicine on time. If running the store gets a bit too much, take some time off and wait for me to return.
Oh, Yoimiya, your mother and I got so worried when we heard that you were going so far abroad. We've never left the country, so we don't know how Outlanders might view us as humans, or if they'd even be willing to speak to us.
Oh, relax. Outlanders are friendly and warm. Look at Toma from the Yashiro Commission. He's originally from Mondstadt, but everyone thinks he's a top-tier guy.
A mop tier? What mop? Oh! Do you mean the broken one at home? I just fixed it today, actually.
No! I said top, not mop. No, Toma even sent us some wine from his homeland not too long ago.
Oh, Toma yang suka nyapu. Itu di case-nya home out mobil.
We haven't heard this kind of friendly banter in a while, huh?
Hey.
Oh, hey you two! It's been a long time, hasn't it? I'm excited because I'm going on a trip soon.
Buset, pelesiran bahasa apa lagi?
Many things have changed. Lots of Outlanders have come to Inazuma, and lots of Inazumans have gone out as well. You two have been adventuring all over Teyvat, so you might not be able to understand, but for us, this is a long-awaited chance to go out and fulfill our dreams.
That's right, the Sakoku decree is gone.
Tinggal sejarah.
Ah, I remember you two. You're Yoimiya's friends, yet word of your incredible accomplishments has spread throughout Inazuma. My daughter's a big fan of yours. She said she'd love to be like you two.
Come on, Dad. Who's never dreamed of becoming a hero? Oh, thanks. But I'm just your average artisan. The quiet life suits me better. But if an opportunity presents itself, why not try to show your stuff, right?
All right. Did you two come over today to order some fireworks?
Sorry. I got carried away. Well, I'm gone. Dad's in charge of making fireworks. You've seen how skilled he is, so there's nothing to worry.
Oh no, we aren't here to do business or anything. We just happen to be passing by.
Oh, so we're all here with time to spare? What a treat!
I'm good.
In that case, let's chat some more. I'm not in a rush anyway.
Sure. So, where are you planning to go?
No clue.
No clue. Yeah.
I say that, but I do have a travel goal. To see Tibet's grandest meteor shower. But I don't know when or where it'll happen. So, I figured I can search while I travel.
That's it? No details? Nothing?
Not right now. Since this meteor shower was originally something like a family legend. A long time ago, the Naganaharas were inspired to create new fireworks after watching such a meteor shower. Dad says that inspiration is a combination of what you see and what you know. Different people can see the same thing, but have different thoughts. Inazuma today is completely different from how it was in the past. If I can see this meteor shower, I'm sure I'll be able to come up with a new kind of firework. I know, right? Of course, my main reason is that I want to go and look outside Inazuma.
No need to be shy about it. You gotta play hard when you get the chance.
You know, you're right, Paimon. Is it just me, or have you gotten wiser since we first met?
Paimon loves being friends with you since you say such nice things.
Siapa harus Sumeru dulu?
Sumeru. I've heard of it. It has a ton of trees, a super impressive school, and a massive desert.
Yep, and everyone there is really smart, so Paimon's sure you'll get some answers from them about the meteor shower.
Really? But won't research people make fun of me or something if I ask them about a legend?
We won't know if something's real or not unless we ask. Don't worry, we got solid connections in there. Well, he does anyway.
Aduh. Koneksi nomor satu.
Time though, I doubt this was in your schedule.
Aku mau jadi pemandu.
Exactly. Relax, Yoimiya. You've helped us plenty of times before.
All right, then I accept your offer. Let's have some fun at Sumeru.
Gas.
Dad, you can have more peace of mind now that I'm traveling with them, right?
Why, yes. Your mother and I will be much more at ease.
Remember, you two also need to take care of yourselves. I'll be back soon. Okay, let's head to Rito and catch a boat there.
Jalanan kayak gitu.
Stay safe and have fun.
Jadi
Let's get it on!
Nih asik juga ini. Screenshot dulu guys. Ini menarik nih baru. Wah. Petualangan Sumeru. Wow. Naik kapal.
Wow. So, this is Sumeru?
Ush. Yeah. Right.
That tree's huge! Is the port built on top of it?
Pelabuhannya nempel sama pohon.
And this place is amazing! It's way bigger than Rito's port. There are also a lot more stores.
Oh, there's more cool stuff for you to see. Don't you worry.
This place is awesome! I had heard people describe it, but nothing beats seeing a place for yourself. If I hadn't seen the port with my own eyes, I could never have imagined such a place. So, the school you were talking about, the academia, is it here?
Sekolah.
Nope, we have to head north from here and follow the river to reach Sumeru City.
Sumeru City, huh? I guess it's even more impressive than here? Even bigger? Oh, I wonder if it's as grand as Sangonomiya Shrine. Whatever the case, why don't we go to Sumeru City?
Gasik.
Oh, I'm so excited that I don't even know what I should be doing anymore.
The important thing about going on a trip is to enjoy yourself. You don't have to think so hard.
I'm just worried that if we don't get down to business soon, we'll take up too much of your time. But if you insist, then let's look around.
Gasik. Bahasa Indonesia. Terus mau jalan-jalan nih. Terus. Ini tentang healing jalan-jalan doang kayaknya nih story.
Welcome to Akara Crabs. Feel free to have a look around.
Akara. Oh iya.
Wow, what are these? They're so cute.
This is our current bestseller, the Aranara carving. Their designs are based on the fairy tales that circulate amongst children, so they're very popular. Miss, are you from Inazuma? Well, this would be a great gift for you to bring back home.
Oh, I know about Aranara. You two told me about them on the
No.
ship. I didn't think they'd be so cute. No wonder the kids like them. Oh, they're all so pretty. Let me take a better look.
Paimon knew Yoimiya would like this kind of thing. But even she might have a hard time seeing a real Aranara. Yeah, sorry, Yoimiya. But we need to keep our promise to the Aran. That's that. Paimon doesn't think Yoimiya would mind too much. Her world's already chock full of imaginary creatures.
Oh, hidupnya sudah penuh sama makhluk
I
kacang.
think I'll get this one. Ooh, that one. And the other two that you showed me earlier.
You're buying that many?
Yep. I'm going to give them out to Saika and the others. They're going to love them. Oh, and these carvings can also be used as prizes in matches against the Arataki gang. They'd also look great lined up by the window. Think about it. You wake up, and the first thing you see are these adorable critters. Wouldn't they brighten up your entire day? Okay, thanks. In that case, you take your pick.
For some reason, Paimon thinks it kind of
Jelek
fits out,
banget.
Yoimiya.
Now that you mention it,
Hello, Nara Paimon. My name is Arania.
Iya
Is that how
tuh.
we talk? Oh,
hope I remember correctly.
Anjir.
That was really good. Wow, great memory. We only talked about R&R.
That's because they're so interesting. I'm pretty good at remembering those kinds of things.
Gusto ang mukha si Yoimiya.
Of course. Thank you for your patronage. You all are an entertaining bunch. I hope you enjoy your time here in Sumeru.
Yeah.
That's about it for Ormos. Next up is Sumeru City.
All right, let's get to it.
Gas.
Thanks for your patronage. Hope you enjoy them.
Siyempre to dagang. Dahil sinadso.
Buckle up. Wow, this market is even busier than the one in Port Ormos.
This is Treasure Street. Up from here is the Academia. Oh, and in that tree trunk is the Grand Bazaar. They're both pretty special places.
I just saw a group of people come down, and they were all wearing the same outfit. Is that the Academia's uniform?
That's right. They also wear hats with different designs, depending on which darshan they're in. For example, we'll be looking for someone from Watawahis. They know a lot about stars. and stuff.
Does this mean that you need uniforms like those to get in and out of the Academia?
Paimon doesn't think so.
Won't we stick out if we go in like this?
So even you get shy, huh?
No, that's not what I meant. Let's pretend you're an Academia student, hard at work. Then in comes a bunch of outlanders in strange clothes who gawk and run around everywhere.
Promo.
Oh, Paimon kinda gets what you mean.
I don't think we have to be too self-conscious, but it's still something to keep in mind. Why don't we look around here first? I've been wanting to see the Zuber Theater anyway. As for the Academia, let's go once I get myself a set of Sumeru-style clothes.
Alright, but Paimon thinks you're overthinking it.
Dahil po.
Nilu might have some good recommendations.
Sounds good. If we can watch a performance of hers while we're at it, that'd be even better. All right, I'll be looking around here. I'm leaving the meteor shower inquiry to you two. Thanks a lot.
No problem. We'll be right back.
So,
I won't go too far. And don't worry about me getting bored. I'm an expert.
so kita pergi ke atas tata. Loh. Ini apa ini?
We said we were gonna find someone from Watawahis, but now that Paimon thinks about it, no one really fits the bill.
Asdar.
Paimon thinks Aetha might know something, but Paimon doesn't want to talk to him. Oh, why don't we just ask around? Maybe we'll run into someone from what looks like you two are in a pickle. Why not consult someone who always
Iya, datang-datang.
Nihira! Why are you here? I'm here to meet with some researchers, but when I saw you two looking so troubled, I decided to follow. Looks like I showed up just in time. Okay, we might as well tell you. We have a friend who's come to...
Di, ngetir.
I see. Your face says that it's gonna be a long time before... my answer is going to be even more of a disappointment. You may have heard that the stars are related to people's fates. Yeah, lots of times. If the stars dictate destiny, then do you think that destiny is something that is unchanging and always follows predicted outcomes? You have a point. According to current Retalahist research, a meteor shower is a celestial phenomenon that occurs due to the interference between many intricate fates. Their appearance is highly random. Some have tried coming up with ways to predict their occurrence, but the results are less than reliable. This is a far cry from folktales that claim meteor showers come at certain times, and bless all who witness them. So, you mean we won't be able to see one? I'm sorry to disappoint you two. If we tell this to Yoimiya, she'll be so disappointed. What now? There has to be something...
Yeah. China yokai.
Are you two okay? It seems the news hit harder than I expected. Paimon just thinks this isn't fair to Yoimiya. I get it. From how you described her, I can see that she is a kind and caring soul. So, why don't we take a page out of her book and protect her dreams with a well-intentioned lie? Oh? How do we do that? It'll be a story about a meteor shower. You'll accompany her on a brief journey, do a bit of work here and there, and then receive the meteor shower as a reward.
Iya, kita temenin. Sibuk dulu. Wah aja.
Oh, well, I can't summon a real meteor shower, but if it's in a dream, I can help out. Oh, that would be great, Nahida! Compared to what you've done for me, this is nothing. Use the meteor shower as a pretext to take Yoimiya all around Sumeru. Then, when you're ready, blow this.
Wow.
I'll tell the Aranara in advance. Once they hear the whole story, I'm sure they'll be willing to help.
Aranara.
Huh. Then the dream will probably be like the one we had in the Avidia Forest, when we first met Hypatia. That was a real shocker. It was hard to tell that we were even in a dream. Once the meteor shower ends and you all awaken from the dream, she'll probably realize what had happened. If you tell her the truth at that point, she should be a lot less disappointed. Paimon thinks this is the best way to simulate the meteor shower. Thanks, Nahida. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Still, you two should get this story straight before you join up with your friend. If not, she's gonna see right through everything. True. Let's discuss it on the way. So what we need to do is to make Yoimiya believe that the meteor shower is really happening, and be super convincing at how we sell it. If Paimon wanted to go see a meteor shower, the things Paimon would focus on the most would be... Yes, exactly! We'll say we're trying to figure these two things out, but we'll actually be bringing Yoimiya around to see the sights and enjoy... Oh, well, easier said fantastical, just like a real fairy tale. Oh, that's right. Don't people also talk about wishing on a shooting star? If we used wishes as the center of our story... Whoa, that sounds great! Alright then, we need a specific wishing
Oh,
spot
kita
or else the
buat
sky
apa?
would be full of meteor showers. And then, while we're supposedly finding or making this device, we'll go around and have fun and eat good. This is shaping up to be the perfect. After all, the device can be anything, and the location can be wherever. As long as we get Yoimiya to enter the dream at night, things will be fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You should know Paimon pretty well by now. All right, let's go. Yoimiya's probably sick of waiting for us.
Ya.
Thanks so much. If it weren't for your help, I would have gotten lost already.
It's no problem. I'll be heading home then.
Just a minute, wait. This is for you. This is an R&R carving I bought in Port Ormos. I heard it's very popular with kids, so...
It's alright. I didn't do much, really.
It's fine. Take it. Come on. Just look at this big happy. You can display it at home or hang it on your wheelchair. It'll cheer you up. That might sound silly to you. Like, why do you have to be happy just because it is? But that's the magic of a smile. If you don't believe me, try it.
Yeah.
Look at it a few times every day, and you'll understand.
Actually, I feel like I already do. You love talking, and
Bawel.
you love smiling too. I just don't understand why you're so positive. I've never met anyone like you before. Sorry, I'm not very good with words. But since you say so, I'll accept your gift.
Oh, modelan kursi roda zaman dulu kah? Keren juga ya.
Want me to take you home?
It's okay. I can head back myself.
Anak kecil.
Oh, great timing, you two.
Good timing.
Who's that kid?
Oh, her? Her name is Abine. I saw that she was looking quite forlorn, so I wanted to make sure she was pretty shy at first, but I explained that I just arrived in Sumeru and had gotten lost, so I needed someone to help. She agreed and we made our way back here. There were so many paths here, and they're all twisty, turny, and up and down. No, she didn't want to talk about that, and I didn't ask. I get the feeling that'll bring up some unhappy memory. But if I had to guess, it's probably because she hasn't been able to explore the city for quite some time. All she said was that she's sick and doesn't know when she'll get better. Whenever we passed by busy crowds, she kept turning her head and taking in all the things around her. At first, I thought she was afraid that someone might but when I caught a glimpse in her eyes, I only saw yearning and a deep sense of loss.
It's hard not to be down when something like that happens.
At first, she didn't really want to say anything to me at all. She just gave me yes and no answers.
Enggak.
But what I really saw was just another child. And asked all the same things everyone else did. About rugs, spices, cooking, and the differences between here and home. Eventually, I think I earned her trust. There were many things that she liked in the city, after all. I say that, but honestly, you two probably caught the majority of what she said. Gotta start somewhere. Oh, by the way, did you guys learn anything about the meteor shower?
You bet we did. Big time. You're in luck, Yoimiya. You'll be able to see the meteor shower from Sumeru.
Really? That's great! If I had gone looking for it myself, I'm sure I would have missed it. Huh? What do you mean? They respond to wishes? Huh, I've never heard that one before. So it's not that you wish upon shooting stars, but that wishes summon them? In that case, I was born ready, don't you worry.
Are you talking about how you want to use the meteor shower as inspiration for fireworks?
That's why I'm here, but I wouldn't call that my wish. I don't think that alone will call the stars down for us, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, she's adding her own spin onto this.
If that's the case, then we'll have to practice wishing a little. Can you two come with me? Let me put my thoughts together and tell me if you understand. As for what my wish is, it's a secret for now.
Yeah, and we'll take the opportunity to show you some views you've definitely...
More places to see? All right, let's go.
Bahan paling
Wow, is that what you two were talking about? Amazing. It's huge. Wait, it's not going to suddenly start moving.
Relax, it's completely still, and it's been ages.
That's true. It's green from all the overgrowth on it. All right, let's go. Now, this will make for quite the story.
Behold!
I was wondering, have you seen your sister yet?
Yup, but she said that she'd meet us at the end of our journey, and then she left.
I see. It seems she has her own things to worry about. But it's all right. At least you were able to talk. How did she look? Was she doing well? Had she changed in any way?
Well, according to him, nothing's really changed. He's hanging in there.
That sure is reassuring. I believe that you two will come to an understanding once your journey is over. You are siblings after all.
Udah sibuk saja. Oh, bener ke atas.
I didn't think we'd be able to climb all the way up here. What a great view! I just want to shout at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, and even though we might not be viewing the meteor shower from here, it's a good place to practice.
Oops, I was having too much fun and almost forgot about that. Before I left Inazuma, many people heard that I was looking for a meteor shower. So they told me that they wanted to make wishes. I told them that they could write their wishes down on paper. So I ended up collecting several dozens of wishes.
Whoa, that many?
That's part of it, but more importantly, I've been wondering why people link meteor showers and wishes in the first place. After a lot of thought, I think I figured it out. People use fireworks to remember their most precious memories, and these memories sparkle and shine each time the fireworks fly. In other words, fireworks symbolize the past. And shooting stars make people think of wishes.
because wishes carry people's brilliant hopes and expectations for the future. One represents the past, and the other the future. They both bloom in the sky, but have completely different meanings behind them. It's really beautiful, isn't it? It's clear to me that I'm not the only one holding this belief. I'm sure my ancestor had similar views.
Banyak cerita ini, cerita bucin.
I think that's how he drew inspiration from the meteor shower. His method was a wish of sorts to begin with. To join the past and future together and combine. At first, I wasn't completely serious about using the opportunity to travel abroad to see a meteor shower, but it became something like a mission once everyone had handed their wishes over to me.
Yoimiya. Well said. And here Paimon thought you needed practice.
Huh? That was fine? You both understand what I'm trying to say? Honestly, I thought it was pretty messy. I mean, these are all abstract topics that evoke a sense of admiration that's hard to put into words.
Traveler?
I did consider that possibility, and I won't lie. It'd be a real bummer if that were the case.
Yeah.
I know that's the most realistic conclusion, and it's not like luck has to be on my side. But there's a premise to every legend, and that's belief. If I didn't take the step, it's not like a meteor shower would just rain upon me either. I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't have known that they respond to wishes, and I wouldn't have seen all these beautiful sights in Sumeru. So I'm looking forward to the rest of our journey. Every single step of it.
You really are amazing, Yoimiya.
What?
What?
Oh, nothing. Paimon just thinks you're doing a good job with the wishes. Now we just need one other thing. Like we said earlier, we're gonna need to build a device. Yep, and once we use it to create an observation device, we can find where the meteor shower will be.
I see. The purest ore. Then why don't we go back to Sumeru City and ask the blacksmith? I chatted with him a bit when Aveen was showing me around. He seems really knowledgeable. I bet he'll know something.
But wouldn't we be bothering him?
No one knows more about ore than a blacksmith.
That's true.
Let's go! I wish we could fly over.
What are we gonna do? If we really ask the blacksmith, he's gonna give us funny looks for sure. You're right. Paimon will do her best not to say anything wrong. At first, Paimon felt bad about keeping Yoimiya in the dark, but now, it feels like we made the right decision. Yep, that's why we're doing all this.
Yeah. No. Mumpung gue inget sih. Ali. 2.000.
Let's get it on!
You want to use the purest material to create a star observation device? That pair of specially crafted lenses should do the job. However, purest material is too vague. It'd be better if you were more specific. Firstly, this all sounds rather, strange. I never heard that legend about meteor showers. You sure you're not just messing with me?
Sorry for the trouble, but we're kinda messing with someone.
Sorry, Inazuma's pretty far, so maybe some key information got lost across the ocean. Still, I want to at least give it a shot. Even though the information's vague, can you help us at all?
Well, sure. Why don't I use some materials that might fit the bill and create up a mock-up device?
That'd be great! Thanks so much for your help.
No need to be so polite. You're my customer. Also, this kind of project is a nice change of pace.
Maybe we can just pick a random one. It's not like we're really gonna use it
No, that won't do. I don't think I can justify that to myself. If these were for ordinary use, then it'd be acceptable. Barely. But if you want a product that is top-notch, this is far from ideal.
Why are you so interested all of a sudden? Yeah, what now?
Don't worry too much about the material. If you think it'll be difficult to obtain, we can get it for you. I want to try all our options.
Since we're on the topic of legends, allow me to tell you one about blacksmiths. All of us in Sumeru know about this legendary forging material. It possesses excellent properties that are matched. Using it to forge something is every blacksmith's dream. Some spend their entire lives searching for this material in vain, while others have it in their possession.
Huh? Why's that?
That's because the material is too precious. Many believe themselves unworthy to work with it due to a lack. In other words, not only does it represent the pinnacle of material quality, but also the culmination of a smith's. I constantly practice and hone myself, so when I do encounter this material, we won't pass each other by like two ships in the night.
So, you mean that it symbolizes dreams?
Dreams, inspiration, obsession, focus. Call it what you want. But if you take it to symbolize purity, then I believe it is your goal as well. We call it Earthstone, but in truth, neither I nor my colleagues have ever seen it. It's more like a goal, and also a warning.
This fits perfectly with the tale of the meteor shower. Then, why don't we go looking for it?
Is it even something we can find?
Exactly! We're chasing down a legend after all. What's true or not doesn't matter as much. If we do find it, that's a big win for us. And if we don't, maybe we can still find something that could be used as a substitute.
When you put it like that...
Hey, excuse me. If I might intrude, have you seen a child
Wow.
in a wheelchair?
Tanya dia.
Yeah, she and I were hanging out not that long ago. What's the matter?
Do you know where she went? She hasn't returned home yet.
Huh? I wonder why. When we split up, she said she was heading home.
Oh, dear. Oh, I'm sorry if I seem worked up. I'm Avine's mother. She's been depressed ever since she fell ill and was forced to use a wheelchair. I'm concerned about her mental health.
Mental health.
If she does something reckless because she's not in a good state of...
It's okay, don't worry. We'll help you find her. I can't say that I know her very well, but I think she just has a lot on her mind and is trying to come to terms.
That's reassuring. She doesn't want to tell me anything, probably because she thinks nothing she says would make either of us feel better. But I can't tell what she's thinking if we don't communicate. I'm worried that I'll panic and make things worse by saying the wrong thing.
Nyusha.
Don't worry. I'm sure she has a reason for wanting some space to herself at the moment. We should just be open and understanding with her. But that does bring me to a question I've been mulling over in my head. Do you think there's something else going on in her life?
Not that I'm aware of. I just know the illness was a big blow to her. She's always been physically active, She absolutely loved to run and jump, and she told me that she wanted to become a great adventurer, but after she became ill, she lost strength in both legs. She hasn't been able to stand since.
Cukup
We've
menjelaskan.
consulted with countless doctors, but they're all stumped. They said all she can do is slowly recuperate. No one can say for sure if she'll ever stand or walk again. She believes that her legs will never recover, and her dreams of seeing the world would be forever shattered. This was all too sudden, too unfair.
Okay, I understand. I'll find a way to bring her around. Sorry, but it looks like we'll have to put her meteor shower search on.
We're coming with you!
Wih,
Mr. Blacksmith, do you remember seeing a child in a wheelchair?
Sorry, afraid not. I've been keeping my eyes on my anvil, but you're looking for someone. I suggest dropping in on Sadeg. He's my supplier. If anyone's aware of the comings and goings in Treasure Street, it'd be him.
Do you know where we can find him?
He's probably resting just over there.
ngaso.
Got it. Thanks for your help with everything. We'll go over there and see what we can find out. Don't worry, I don't think she's gone to.
Thank you so much. He and I will continue asking around in the city. If you find her, please, let me know. Thanks again for helping.
Yes.
I'll keep an eye out for you. If I see her, I'll try to keep her here with me.
Ano gan?
Excuse me? Have you seen a child in a wheelchair?
Now that you mention it, that does ring a bell. I was moving some boxes at the time and I saw her pushing her wheelchair so hard I asked if she needed help, but she didn't respond. As if she didn't hear me.
Sounds like there really was something on her mind.
Yeah, that was the impression I got too. What's wrong? Did she go missing?
Yes, so we're looking for her.
I see. That's rather worrying. I know. I'll ask my friends and see if they know anything. She went that way. If you ask people as you go, hopefully you'll track her down.
Okay, thanks. If you find out anything, don't forget to tell the people with the green scarves.
You mean the core of 30?
Yes,
Don't worry, I got it.
Excuse me, we're looking for a child.
Oh, I remember her. She went that way not too long ago. I asked her what she was doing. It's my job, after all. She just said she had something important to do and didn't want to be disturbed.
That seems a little weird.
Whatever the case, she left the city. If you follow that road, you should be able to find her.
Gotcha. Thanks a lot.
If that's all, then, I'll be continuing my...
Huh. A child in a wheelchair. Sorry, I didn't see anyone like...
Ăn rồi đấy. Mình làm cố gắng.
They say my condition is incurable. In which case... fine.
These are the only things.
Alam. Ada jalan. Dari orang.
Hello there. Did a child in a wheelchair pass?
A wheelchair? Oh, so that's what it was. I didn't get a good look, but something going pretty fast went sliding down the slope.
Wah. Meluncur cuy.
Oh no, how dangerous.
For sure. There's terrain of all sorts outside the city. And if that was the kid...
Got it. It was over there, right?
Oh, meluncur cuy. Ikan.
Go quickly. Any delay could be costly.
Wah, mati cuy. Wah.
Are you alright? I fell off my wheelchair. I can't move around without it. Why? Why?
It's okay. You're okay. You're not hurt. I'll take care of her. Can you two look for her wheelchair?
No problem. We'll be right back.
Nah. Ini dari
It's okay. You're all right now.
Agnes. Tanda cekung. Wah, ada yang di Charles.
Look, it's the wheelchair. So the hilly churls took it. We gotta get it back before they damage it.
Flames! Purge!
All right, we're in luck. Looks like the wheelchair's still working.
That's good. Or else my family would have...
You feeling any better? I know that must have been really
Yeah.
scary for you. It's all right. You're safe now. We'll bring you back. Do you feel okay telling me why you had to come here despite the risks? If you don't want anyone else to know, we'll definitely keep it a secret.
That's right. You can trust us. The Aranara carving. My bestest friend. He went miss...
Carving? Mean the one I gave you?
Yeah. My illness is really bad. It's not just my legs. I've forgotten a lot of... I used to love running. I loved the feeling it gave me, and the sound of wind rushing by my ears. But the longer I sit, the cloudier those memories get. I'm starting to forget how it feels to love something. But when I saw that wood carving, I remembered that I once had a best friend. He'd always run with me. Wait, was he an Aranara? Paimon meant that it couldn't have been an Aranara, right? They're just fairy tale characters. But they aren't. They're real.
Hey, I understand. Okay, let's calm down. Tell us what happened so we can help you.
Sorry, I got carried away. And I don't have any evidence to everyone says you can't see Aranara anymore once you become an adult. You have to say goodbye to your Aranara friends. I can't remember his name. Or how he looked like. And soon, I'll even forget that he used to run with me. I don't want to become an adult. Not like this.
I understand now. When you saw that carving, you were reminded of your friend. You came out here to look for him and remember that friendship. no matter how difficult things got.
Yes, I want to see him. I want to tell him that I'm not angry with him, and that I didn't want to break our promise. But then, this happened. I'm not angry with him. Not at all.
Cheer up. Something beautiful has happened.
Beautiful?
That's right. You remembered something about the Aranara haven't. Once you start remembering more things, you'll be able to find your friend again. And I'll help you.
Yoimiya, does this mean that you can also see Aranara?
Sorry, I don't know if I can. I've only just arrived in Sumeru. Maybe I haven't seen one yet. Or maybe I can't see them at all, but that doesn't matter. Whether I can see them or not doesn't change my belief that you can.
What do we do? Paimon really wants to help her. She didn't deserve any of this. Not her illness, or being separated from her friend. But...
Huh? Me? Sure. Sorry. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. What's wrong? You look so serious all of a sudden. Oh, did you think I was overpromising back there? Don't worry, I have experience with this kind of thing. To her, reuniting with her Aranara friend is the result. But recapturing her past joy and belief in herself is the process. And that's where our help is needed. I'm guessing that her sudden illness made her feel like she may not be able to realize her dreams anymore. It also made it difficult for her to hold on to the happy memories and dreams she had. Everyone has their own imagination. After some chance coincidence, she met Aranara. So as long as we help her rediscover that same feeling she once had, her Aranara will return naturally.
Oh, so that's what you're thinking.
Adults only want to believe in objective reality. In doing so, they may unintentionally do harm to the innocent fantasies of children. But I think there are ways to get even subjective things back. So, how about it? Want to help me out?
Looks like all this excitement made you forget your original goal again.
If we didn't do anything to help, I wouldn't be able to watch a meteor shower, even if it appeared right now. And would the stars really want their caller to have such a heartless soul? What are you trying to say?
Because we can actually summon the Aranara.
Really?
Just watch. We have some tricks up our sleeves.
Oh, so this is an Aranara.
Juga ada dia gak ada voice line-nya. Ada situasi.
I'm the one who should be apologizing. Sorry, let me explain. I know that you only want to be seen by people you trust. It's rash of me to butt in, but this girl once had an Aranara as her best friend, and they haven't met in a very long... She's been quite ill, and her world has been turned upside down. It's been so long since she's been able to see her. Parting with a friend like that is too sad, and she never...
Arasani.
That's why I want to help her. Her world is still very small. Too small for all the sadness she has to bear. As things are, all she can do is sit alone and think about how happiness is leaving her little by little. About how life has been so unfair to her. Yes. Maybe we're already used to bad luck, and we know how to deal with feelings of sorrow and disappointment. But this is her first time dealing with any of this. Life can trip anyone up. What's most important in times like this is for us to support one another.
Huh? What do you
Thanks for trusting us.
Aku lupa.
Paimon's been meaning to ask what you meant by prepared.
Dreams. But I'll never be able to stand again. Even if I can recover, I don't know how long that'll take. My heart?
Huh? He's gone just like that? It looks like the sky here has changed somewhat.
My heart.
Huh?
Hah?
I stood up. It wasn't hard at all, and it didn't feel weird. It was like how things were before I got sick.
Wait, so that means we're not our first time in one. No wonder Araporva said not to worry. Aveen can move freely in this dream.
Wow, that's amazing. Is this the power of my...
How amazing! Now we can all look for Arashani together. Come on, let's race. Let me see how good you really are.
I might not have recovered yet. Whatever, let's go. I won't lose, not even to an adult.
And off she goes. Well, this was easy. Paimon thought she'd need more time. That's true. Let's catch up with them.
Ya. Lanjut.
Look alive. You're good.
If we had run any further, you would have caught up.
Aveen was neck and neck with Yoimiya.
I've outran lots of adults before. Long legs don't necessarily mean you run faster. Training's important too.
I won't even be able to compete with you in a few years. Let's see. Where should we go next?
Look! Something's floating up ahead!
Does it want us to follow it?
Maybe. Let's follow it.
Whew. Shoo.
Want to keep chasing after it? You're not feeling worn out yet?
Getting tired is part of running, and I love everything about running.
Push. Oke, dapet jamu. Oh. Wow.
Time for a light show.
huge mushrooms here. They're big enough to lie on.
That's not what they're for. Let me show you. Oh!
Wish, apa itu?
So, this is our destination? But Paimon doesn't see an Aranara, just this big stone.
I'm so happy. I almost forgot how it feels to be this, you know. At first, it felt like my world had shrunk down to a tiny space. But as long as I continue moving forward, new sights will always appear in front of me. And my world will keep expanding even though I don't know how I did it. I know I have you all to thank. Oh, that's not important. What's important is that you remember the joy of going through the world. Our memories don't just symbolize our past. They can also shine a light in our future. Once you find the hope in your heart again, that happiness will come back to you. Yes. Thank you, Yoimiya. Thank you all. Let's keep looking for Arashani. It doesn't look like he's here.
Yeah. Then why would the star lead us here?
I don't know how to explain this. I don't know what it is, but it feels very familiar. Almost like it's a part of me. I know. Could this stone be your Earthstone?
Oh.
Earthstone? It's a very rare ore that symbolizes a person's aspirations and dreams. Since you can see it, that means you found what you've lost.
Jago ngibul.
It works? It's just like in fairy tales. I thought I'd stopped believing in them, but I'm glad that I found that belief again.
Oh.
They passed right through!
Let's go after them.
Push.
Hey, Yoimiya! Hey! Well, we have no choice. We passed through, but nothing seems to have changed.
Arashani? Arashani!
Ah.
The R&R is sure of a flair for magical journeys. They not only helped Davine find her best friend, but they also showed us what an Earthstone is. Oh, we have to look for one of our own later, to make the purest lens.
Yep. It's kind of funny, but Paimon thinks we can...
But we have to bring her back to Sumeru City first. Her mother must be worried sick.
Oh.
The dream ended. We dreamed a most lovely dream. Don't look so lonely. He's right next to you. Arashani! You're still here! It's okay. I understand. This happened because I lost sight of myself. But I think I understand now. Yoimiya's right. Everyone gets bad luck, but we have to support each other through unlucky times. Thanks for helping me rediscover my memories and dreams. I won't let your work go to waste. You've also helped us a lot, so don't be so humble. To be honest, we didn't know where to start with the Earthstone. But now that we're on this track, I think we'll find it easy.
Yoimiya, you need this Earthstone because you want to see a meteor shower?
Yep. Oh, once we find it, you should come with us.
If that's... I'm happy to lend you my Earthstone.
Push.
What?
What?
What just happened? Did you just take glasses out of your chest?
How'd you know we need this?
I didn't. I just thought that since you helped me find my precious friend, I should help you using something precious to me. And then the light turned into this. Is this what you needed?
Thank you. I didn't expect us to solve our problem like this. All right, time to give it a go. Not that I know how to use it, but let's see what my intuition says. Where are you?
Yes.
Where are you? Oh, I think I see it. Oh, it was pretty obvious. Come on, I'll lead the way. Once we're done watching the meteor shower, I'll accompany you home. Also, thank you for helping us. Actually, let me scrap the pleasantries and give you a heartfelt compliment instead. You all are great storytellers.
Si ikan hujan meteor. Oh. Wait. Apa itu? Push. Deal. Oh iya. Yes. Push. Juga asal usulnya level mengganggu Yoimiya ya. Ya.
We're waking up already? But Paimon wants to watch more.
The meteors we summoned flew up from the ground. They were exactly like fireworks. Ugh, I could have kept watching that forever. That was the realest, grandest, most magical dream I've ever had.
Paimon too! Paimon didn't expect you to just pull us onto
Nah,
that
they-
shooting star though.
Honestly, I didn't think about it at all. I just thought it'd be a shame if we didn't try something crazy. You know me. It really doesn't matter to me if our experience was real or a dream. I really should thank you two, though. You set all this up as a backup plan because you knew that meteor showers are hard to catch. Don't worry, I loved it so much. I think this ranks as the absolute best gift I've ever been.
Oh, whew. That's good. I was afraid you might be angry after hearing the.
Why would I be? I dreamed about helpful, friendly, cute Aranara. I dreamed that we ran and jumped atop large mushrooms and we discovered Earthstone in a very unexpected way. And when I thought we had woken up, the next part was even more amazing. From her heart, Athene brought forth Earthstone glasses. We found meteors that flew up from the Earth. And even became one with the shooting stars themselves. That's right. Dreams themselves may be imaginary, but they're also experiences that can never be relived. If we were sticklers about truth and fiction, we would have missed out on so much beauty and emotion.
You sure know your way with words. Paimon's gonna bump you up a few places on the putt. By the way, the Aranara, they don't usually lie.
Oh yeah! They're so cute! We really have to thank those lovely carvings.
The wood carvings?
Yeah! If we hadn't seen those wood carvings, then we wouldn't have dreamed of such cute Aranara.
Huh.
Don't worry, I know. I think they're very cute, and I'm happy to protect them. Well, it's almost time. Let's send her home.
Berapa hari lagi? Kamu kita. Ya.
Sumeru's such a nice place. I'll be back for sure.
You will always be welcome here. Athene would be happy to see you again.
It's a deal. I'll be waiting for you.
You got it.
Yoimiya, before you go back, I want to tell you about my new dream. I want to travel to Inazuma on my own and watch a fireworks show there.
Wow, that's impressive. I didn't expect to be introduced to new customers. Well, don't worry. I'll make you some fireworks that you'll never forget. You too as well. No matter how busy your adventures get, remember to come back to Inazuma. We'll always welcome you, no matter when you drop by. You gotta come and watch the fireworks this meteor shower inspired as they soar high in the sky.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, why'd you just shout that out? It's embarrassing. Oh yeah, by the way, have a look at this. That's right, this is the one you helped me pick. And you said it looked kind of like me. I went to buy another one. This one's for you. Look at it whenever you're feeling down. Who knows? Maybe it'll raise your spirits. If nothing else, you'll know that I'm supporting you. Of course, meeting in person is still better. Okay, I'll be heading back now. I'm sure we'll meet again soon. I really loved the trip you prepared for me. In fact, I'm totally impressed. No matter where you two go, I know that our friendship and its warmth will support you.
Bye.
So, go forward, to the end of your journey, and to the ends of this world. See you around.
Dah. Ih, beres banget. Kapan ke Yoimiya masih 1 hari 13 jam. Besok masih ada ya? Karena besok kalau bikin. Masuk. Oke, gua akhiri streamnya. Besok itu nanti selesaiin map sama ke Eluriam Mirage untuk terakhir kalinya. Guys, semuanya 5:30 aja. 6 pagi. Intan. Sampai ketemu di stream selanjutnya ya. Aku undur diri. Undur.